So after I removed these, took a wire brush to them, and they were, it appears, painted black partly at some point. This one's heavier, but I'm going to go in with a wire brush now and get all the loose stuff off, and then recoat them with primer. Right there is a rust through from the timing chain cover water pump cavity into the timing chain cavity, which this side is coolant and that side is oil. So I'm going to, and I've just thoroughly cleaned everything. Part of what I was dealing with was a bunch of buildup of crud, and I scraped that off, and that's what showed its ugly self. So I've got some JB Weld. I've thoroughly cleaned that with brake cleaner, and got it down to metal, and I'm gonna mix up some JB Weld 2-part epoxy and fill that hole with it. So I'll bring you back once it's mixed up. Alright, I'm left-handed. Let's see how well we do. This may take a couple of applications. Alright, now we're going to let that cure, and then that whole inside of that cavity will get sprayed with a primer. I'll mask off, here we go, I'll mask off the face where the gasket goes, spray everything inside with a primer, and then after I mount the water pump, that will be good to use, and we'll go from there. So let's move on. I think the next thing I want to try to do is remove the harmonic balancer to give me access to the front of the timing chain cover for cleaning and then painting. So I got distracted by, yeah, it's still weather here. Distracted by the hole in the timing chain cover. Forgot that I really had intended on priming that cavity as well as these two pieces that are going in. So since I put the JB weld there, I've decided I really don't want to be beating around and banging around and yanking in that area. So instead I'm going to see what I can do about removing other things from the top portion of the engine here in preparation for painting. I've got, looks to be 1/2 inch or 9/16 nut holding this bracket on. And it's also holding on it's also holding on the thermostat housing / nozzle for that. So a bigger wrench. More leverage to not turn. There we go. I'm afraid we're still going to get that stud out at the same time. As you'll see, there's a nut on the back side, but I couldn't fit this in there to begin with. What I'm going to do now is hold this in the vise, take that off, and then reinstall the bolt to hold that gasket down, cleaning the threads as well.